Welcome back to my channel. So you don't like to read, and that is okay. I have 5 books that will get you into reading regardless of if you are a reader or a non-reader. There will be something for you in this. First is You've Reached Sam. Now this is a contemporary love story where the main character Julie loses her boyfriend. So her boyfriend dies and she accidentally calls him one day and he answers. It's such a wholesome, bittersweet story, and it shows how to get through loss and grief. And at times, I really didn't like the choices Julie made in the book, but if you really understand it, you will get to love each of the characters in this, not just the main character, Julie. It's a short book, it's only 290 pages, so under 300, which is great. You can fly through this book, and it's not hard to read at all. If you're already a reader, read this as a palate cleanser. And if you haven't read a book in 10 years, this is a great one to start with because it's nothing that you need to get your brain focused on. Next is The Inheritance Games. Now, you just need to read the first book. The other 2 in the series, really unnecessary, but book 1 is the greatest thing to start with. So essentially, Avery, the main character, is left $1 billion inheritance or multiple $1 billion inheritance by someone who dies. And the thing is, she doesn't get it straight away. There's like a mystery that she has to solve to get the inheritance, and obviously the family is kind of pissed off. It's a Knives Out situation, but in book form. This story is written in a way that will have you turning the page, like page after another. I read this in 2 days, and that is obviously not uncommon for me. But if you are starting your reading journey, start with this one. It's also a contemporary fiction book, and the chapters are like 2 or 3 pages long. They're very short, so you will fly through this. And it's mostly the plot that really got me into this book, because just imagine inheriting randomly multiple billions of dollars for like 0 reason. Well, there is a reason in the book. You'll need to figure that out. But yeah, this is a good one. Next is Project Hail Mary. So this is a bit of a sci-fi. And the great thing about this one is that in a sci-fi book, you need to like be locked in. And you really need to know a bit of the scientific space and the mathematical equations and this and that. But no, not with this one. The main character in the book has amnesia, and I'm not going to tell you his name because he forgets his name in the first couple of chapters. So you kind of need to learn with him. So I won't spoil his name, but the main character has amnesia. He wakes up on a ship and he needs to figure out why he's there and what the reason is. It's written in a way that you know the character, like that you're pretty much best friends with the main character. And that is such a good thing that Enderby has done, because I hate reading first person where we don't really have a connection to the character. But this main character speaks directly to you, and that is one thing I love about this book. It's very easy to read, and it's hard science fiction, so based on real science. If you don't know what hard science fiction means, essentially it's a branch of science fiction that is based on real scientific evidence. Quick plot summary: the sun is dying, the sun has a bacteria growing on it, and it's spreading to other stars. But there's one star that has survived this, and the main character is on the ship and has to find out why. Great book. It's in my top 3 favorite books. Now, a little bit of fantasy. A Court of Thorns and Roses. My goodness, where do I begin? Where do I begin with this book? I'm gonna show you this beautiful cover. This is the special edition. It comes in a nice, very nice slipcase. Now, the thing is, this book is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. Now, I started reading this book because I was like, what's the hype? It can't be that good. It's my favorite fantasy series ever. And there's another 3 books coming out. Number 6 is coming out this year. 7 is coming out early next year. And there's an 8th book where the date has not been revealed yet. Sarah J. Maas put something in her writing that just made me fall in love with this. I quite literally read this in 2 days. I sat on my bed, did not move, read this book, page after page after page. I skipped lunch reading this book. And the thing is, you'll love the characters in this book. But then when you get to the 2nd book, you will love even more characters. And then again in the 3rd, and the 4th, and the 5th. And you don't have to learn everything all at once. Sarah J. Maas has written this book in a way that you will learn as you go. And that's the one thing I love about world building in specifically this book, because it's not just info dump in chapter 1. If you learn something, that's put aside for a bit. You're learning stuff again with the character. If you want to get into fantasy, start with this book. I know it's very overhyped, but you will not regret it, and you will understand the hype once you read it. Last for this video is Yellowface. Very different to anything R.F. Kuang has written. I read Babel, and Babel was very advanced. It was very well written in the sense that you need to understand, like you need to be like scholars will read that book. Pretty much same writing style as You've Reached Sam. Very easy to read, page turner. It's got a little bit of mystery in this book, and it's got a little bit of thriller. And it's not a very long book. It goes just over 300 pages, 301. So you will fly through this book. I read this in one day. Quick rundown of the story. The main character has a friend who is a very famous published author. The main character goes to her house and this published author dies. She dies, like chapter 1. The main character steals a manuscript from the author's desk and publishes it as her own. And then things unfold and the main character is being like haunted by the author. From memory, they're adapting this into a series, which is great. I can't wait to see who is cast as the main character, as the author, as all the different characters. This really cleared my brain and was a great palate cleanser. So if you are a non-reader, you can start with this book. If you are a reader and you need a palate cleanse, this is the book to read. All right, there we have it. That is 5 books I would recommend to anyone, regardless of if you are a reader already or you are a non-reader. Wherever you are in your reading journey, start with any of these 5 books. There's a bit of fantasy, a bit of sci-fi, and a little bit of contemporary in there. And if you've read any of these, I'd love to know your thoughts. Feel free to write them in the comments for me. Thank you for sticking around to the end of this video, and I hope to see you next time.